Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight being Tuesday night. What I usually do on this channel is I show off 4 books from random and I end on a key issue. What I want to do in this video is a little bit different. I'm doing a purchase video. So these arrived in the mail yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. You know, coming into Christmas, every day seems to be merging into the next. So we're just rushing to the end of the year. Yeah, I bought a few things and they arrived. And before I show them off, I will say I've got some parcels arriving in the next, say, week or so. Particularly one big one from My Comic Shop. Which I'm very eager to get. And what I'll do is when that parcel arrives from My Comic Shop, I will do an unboxing video. I will hold off. There's 2 big books that are coming, and I'm very excited. But I'm very excited also to have these in my collection, and I want to show them off to you. So the first one is Sergeant Rock Annual 4 from 1984. Is it? Yeah, 1984. Here it is up here. And yeah, this was an auction win. It was about $4, and I wasn't really familiar all that much with the annuals for Sergeant Rock. I've read a lot of Sergeant Rock, especially recently. And when this came up, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's not something you see every day." And look, it is Joe Kubert, so it's almost an instant buy for me. And at $4, I couldn't say no. So there we go. Now I'll take this out of the sleeve, and I'll explain why. This next one is Tarzan the Warrior by Malibu. This is the first issue, and this is a cover by Simon Bisley. And sorry, is it Simon Bisley or you know what it is? I got Simon Bisley mixed up with Steve Bisley, who was Goose from from Mad Max. Yeah, they're not the same person. I've met Steve Bisley. He's a nice guy. But yeah, this is Simon Bisley who's done the artwork for this. And I didn't know that he'd done the cover for this because the auction only had this cover, which I thought was very weird, very interesting. Yeah, Tarzan the Warrior by Malibu. Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll pick it up. I think it was like $2 or so. And then when I got it and I saw this much more interesting cover, I thought I will display it in the plastic sleeve with that cover. But I will say, which do you prefer? This cover or this cover? That's the question for this video. So I've got another Tarzan book. I've gone on a bit of a Tarzan rant lately. This is a Tarzan of the Apes by Marvel. And you can see it's got Spider-Man on the cover here. I loved this cover. The all white cover really struck me as very interesting, and I loved the reflection of the river here with Tarzan and his little orangutan friend. Is that an orangutan? If you know more about apes than I do, please let me know. I'm not an ape expert by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah. So I've been going on a bit of a Tarzan spree at the moment. In a previous video, I showed off a whole bunch of Tarzan books that I bought from a local seller. She sold me heaps of these Tarzan books, and I'd never actually read them. And it was on the top of the pile. I thought I'll take a chance with one, and I was so impressed with it was a DC the DC what I'm looking for, the DC series of Tarzan, written and drawn by Joe Kubert, and my God, it was just absolutely great. And I read it, and then I read the next and the next, and I've read about 10 so far, and everyone has been great. Joe Kubert's doing the covers, and there's a new artist, and then another new artist, but the quality is still remaining very high. If you can track down these Tarzan DC series books, do yourself a favor, pick them up, because yeah, brutal stories and just really, really well done books. So I've got two more to go. This issue is a bit of a key. It's DN Agents, issue one by Eclipse, written by Mark Evanier. Just Google Mark Evanier. Yeah, just a comic historian for comic historians. This guy is just he's a treasure of a guy. And yeah, just as I said, Google him and just listen and read his knowledge of comic books and pop culture in general. Yeah, Mark Evanier is a really interesting guy, but he was saying that he had the option of doing this book for DC or Marvel, and this is in the 80s. And he said that the contract wasn't exactly appetizing, so they branched out and they went for eventually they went for Eclipse, and they said the contract with Eclipse was a lot better, which is very surprising that that a creator so far back has said something kind of negative towards the contracts for the big two. I don't know enough about comic book contracts to know, is it any better now? Did it improve after the 80s, after the 90s into the 2000s? I just do not know. But I'm getting off track. DN Agents. Yeah, I've got one other book of this series, and I can't really remember too much about it. So I'm looking forward to reading this and just get a further understanding of what this concept is all about. Now, this book, this key issue, arrived not with those four. This arrived the same day, and I kind of forgot that I'd bought it. It wasn't like a very expensive key, but it is a big DC key. It's Wonder Woman issue 1 by George Perez from 1987. It says it up here, 1987. Yeah, this is a book that has always kind of been on the periphery of my collections, in terms of, like, I've seen it at auctions and at conventions, and the price has always been a bit too high for me, or there's been other books that I've been looking for, but it was offered to me, and I said to the seller, "Yep, let's go." He gave me a bit of a discount on it. I've gone through it. It's in very nice condition, but being George Perez, it's very detailed, particularly in the artwork. I will show you. I'll take it out of the sleeve. I'll show you. So there's the front cover and the back cover, and as you can see, just immense detail. I mean, look, you got all the warriors here, and it's just incredible. George Perez was a absolute treasure for the industry. But yeah, so that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. As always, I always say I really appreciate it, but I really do appreciate all the people who subscribe and comment. It makes this so much more fun. So thank you very much, guys. I will catch you at the next one. Bye.